Hey kids, welcome to Billy's Blades and Tools. This is a 2 for Tuesday edition, and I don't do these very often. This is an open tag that I learned about from Tom over at Knife Delights. Hey Tom, how you doing? Uh, Tom's got a really good channel out there. I love watching his channel and all the knives that he's got coming up there, and the information that he provides for the knives he talks about. He researches them pretty good. So anyway, thanks Tom for this. I've got a couple blades here I want to share with you guys on this 2 for Tuesday. Uh, they're both kind of special to me, and so I just want to share some of the information on where I got them from, who they belong to, and a little bit of the history on it. So if you would, stick with me here, and I'll show you what I got. There's my dog Blue. Yeah, he come to help a little bit. He just always wants attention. Yeah, he's always wanting attention. But there he is. So anyway, let's get to the knives here. What I've got here first is a knife that my father-in-law gave me. He was in World War II. He gave me this knife 10, 12 years ago. And I've had it up in a display case in my office for a while. Made by Anderson, Glendale, California. Didn't know anything about it. When I decided to do this video, I started doing some research, and found out some stuff that really shocked me. It's got a plastic handle. It's not sharp. I mean, it's got a little edge, but it's not sharp. Nice point. Got the original sheath here. It's dirty. There's no markings on it, but it is the original sheath that came with the blade. Stitching is all there in good shape. Like I say, it's just dirty. So let me tell you what I found out. Made by Anderson in Glendale, California. Like I said, it's right there on the knife. It has lanyard hole in the plastic, but it's not drilled through the tang. So I'm not sure what that's about. Does not go all the way through. So this was made for the war, for World War II, at the beginning of World War II. Apparently they had a hard time finding enough knives for our soldiers. What this is part of a Patton style cavalry sword or saber. It was a straight saber. They cut it down in 3 pieces. This part is the middle section. The part with the tang, the end where the tang was, usually was made into like a Bowie knife type knife. Since this one, the groove here goes all the way to the tip, that tells me it was the center section of the saber. The tip section of the saber was a little thinner here, and this groove only went part way up. So this is the middle section of the saber. That's about all I know about it. I guess there's a lot of them that had different. This is just plastic. It's been molded onto the knife. There are some different versions out there with some reddish looking plastic, but this is what my father-in-law gave me. I don't know for a fact that he carried this in the war, but it came from him. Um, so I assume he carried it in the war. Like I say, this is the original sheath. It's dirty, but it's in good condition. Snap still works. There you go. Like I say, there's no markings on there to identify. I guess some of the times the guys would put their name or serial number or whatever on here, but this one is unmarked. So that's what my father-in-law gave me. Now I'll show you some pictures from when he was in the war. This one here, on the back it says Hungarian PWs, prisoners of war, 9/13/1942. Here's a picture of him with a dog. My father-in-law's name was Freddie. Dog's name was Lady. This was taken in Munich, Germany, December of 1945. There's Freddie there with the helmet on, relaxing. No date or place for that one. There's another picture with some of his buddies. Freddie is the one kneeling on the right side with no shirt on. There's another picture of him. I don't know if you could tell, but he's got a pipe. He was smoking a pipe up until he passed. There's another picture of him standing by a truck. That's him on the right side. No date or anything. And we got this big one here. That's him to the right side of the truck, standing at attention. Looks to be like a half track or something like that. I don't know a lot about the military vehicles. Don't know where this was taken. There's nothing on the back. But that's him and all those pictures. Got all these picked up here. Yeah, so that was my father-in-law. He served in Belgium, Holland, Germany, and he was in Czechoslovakia at one point. I'm pretty sure he told me he was at the Battle of the Bulge. But that's about all I know. He didn't really talk about it much. He gave me this knife before he passed, and it's an honor to have this from him. So just wanted to show you that. I have another one here. Came from my grandfather. It's a bayonet. My grandfather, his nickname was Swede. He was a kind of a big guy, and he's the only grandfather I knew. He wasn't a blood grandfather, but he's the only one I knew from a little boy. Wasn't real close to him. My dad was in the Air Force, so we traveled around a lot, but every time we would come back home, and home was Ligonier, Indiana. But he's the only grandpa I knew on my mom's side. And one year probably 40 years ago. My son and I traveled over there from Hilliard to visit him. My grandma had already passed, and Grandpa was living in a trailer. We went over to visit him and did some fishing. He had a pontoon boat, but we were just talking, and I was talking to him about, at one time I was collecting bayonets, and he went to the back of the trailer and brought this out. This is what he carried when he was in the Army in World War II. It's got the AFH US with a, I think that's, they call that a flaming cannonball. And on the other side here, there's no markings. No markings anywhere other than this on the bayonet. Now, right here, this has been broken. Missing a piece there. The other side's in perfect condition. The blade is in perfect condition. Again, it's not sharp. It's got an edge, but it's not sharp, and it's not supposed to be. Got the little release here. When this clips into the, it fit on a M1 Garand rifle. And as you can see right here, you push on the release here, and that releases this little lever here to get it off of the rifle. The sheath is in really good condition. I don't know if you can see it. It says US with the flaming cannonball there. Got a little bit of rust on here. I've got to clean that up. A little surface rust. The sheath has been bent a little bit down here on the tip. Got a little crack right there, but it's just going to have to stay that way because that's the way I got it. But my grandpa gave that to me. Like I say, it must have been, gosh, 40 years ago. I've had it up in a little display case all this time. I don't have any other bayonets anymore. I got rid of them years ago. Should have kept them, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. But bayonet's in really good shape. There's no date or anything on the knife. Now there is, and I'll post a couple little pictures. There's a marking. I don't know if it's going to come up. Right there it says REP. This is underneath, and then right there, it's got a BN with a 2 over top of, with a slash over 7. Don't know what any of that means. If somebody out there might know, leave me a comment. But there, like I say, there's no date, no number. The AFH on the blade, that stands for American Fork and Hoe. Apparently they made a lot of the bayonets for the military. There were a couple other companies. There was a Union Fork and Hoe out of somewhere here in Ohio, but this is American Fork and Hoe. So, but it slides in, that little latch right there slides in and locks. So you can't come out unless you push on the button. But these are two pretty special blades that I've got here. Like I say, this one here shocked me when I started looking up the info on it. I just thought it was somebody that had put a plastic handle on a blade. Didn't know exactly what it was. When I started talking to myself about doing a video, I did some research, and wow, I was really shocked as to what this blade was, where it came from. don't know how many there are out there. You know, different things you look up say they go for a couple $100, maybe more. Not that I'm going to sell it, but you know, they say you can get more out of one of these than you would the original saber from back then. But who knows? It's not for sale. So anyway, I just wanted to share those two blades with you. They're just really special to me, and they'll be going back in the display case real soon. Here, I'm not gonna clean up the leather. I'm gonna leave it just like it is. The blade has a little patina on it. It's not rusty right now or anything, but it just has some patina on there. I want to get them coated so they'll be protected from now until I pass these on to either my son or my grandson. So we'll be taking care of these, put them back in the display case, and like I say, I'm just really honored to have both of these. So if anybody has any information on either one of these more than what I was able to find, let me know. Leave me a comment, and we'll go from there. But anyway, appreciate everybody watching today on this 2 for Tuesday edition of Billy's Blades and Tools. If you get a chance, subscribe, share, leave me a comment, like it. But you know, please continue watching my videos. That just helps the algorithms. You know, the more comments and likes I get, the more the videos will pop up on YouTube. So anyway, please continue to have a good day, have a good week, have a blessed week, and we will see you on the next video. So everybody out there, take care.